I got my selfie stick, and we're walking. Okay, so let's go ahead and get away from some of this road noise here. And guys, it's the 4th of July. Happy 4th. In honor of the 4th, we are talking about the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter just hit. And you hear me talk a lot about the fourth quarter. But what does the fourth quarter mean to you as a government contractor? Well, that's something that you should really understand and know. What we teach in the program, GovCon Gold Rush, and the whole strategy that I preach is you want to build a GovCon business over the course of a 1-year strategy. And honestly, guys, bear with me because this is the first time I'm walking with a selfie stick. It feels kind of weird. I got people looking at me. I got cars looking at me. But that's okay because probably never going to see them again anyways. So the fourth quarter, it should be the cultivation. And if you don't know, the fourth quarter is the busiest year. It is the busiest time of year for government contractors. What does that mean? That means it's the time where the most government contracts are awarded. It's, things are broken down into quarters. And if you've been on the channel for even a minute, you know that I'm talking about the most contracts are awarded during this time of the year. So what does that mean? Does that mean that's the time of the year that you should get busy and start trying to win government contracts? Well, not really. Kind of means the opposite as far as you ask me, and as far as what we teach in the program, GovCon Gold Rush. That really what that means is the whole year you should be spending time building up to this event, and it's like tax season, try and get in front of an accountant during tax season. I mean, it's hard. They're so busy, and that's probably not a great analogy of getting in front of them, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a seasonal type business, and it's something that you can plan on, you can bake on, and that's how GovCon government contracting should be for you. You should be planning on things getting super busy July, August, and September. That is when contracting gets most of their budgets requests funded. The funding comes throughout the year, but you find the most number of awards happening during this time for this reason. Also because if they don't spend the money, their budgets are reduced by the amount that is not spent. So who wants a shrinking and reduced budget? Nobody wants that. Guys, I don't know how the video quality is for you. I know it's kind of dark and kind of shady. We're just going with it. Hopefully you guys like this video. I wanted to do something a little bit different. In a minute, we can probably find somewhere to sit down maybe and use the tripod. But yeah, the point of this is the fourth quarter. We're celebrating the 4th of July. We're focusing on the fourths right now because I want to inspire you. I want to motivate you a little bit as to what's possible. So last year here in the community on the channel, we had a number of folks. You may have seen the interviews. We had a number of people who bid on contracts for the first time over the summer, which happened to be the fourth quarter. And guess what happened? A lot of them, they won their first contract, okay? I didn't do interviews with everybody, but we had a number of other folks leave comments or send me, I got a number of emails personally saying, Derek, your channel helped so much. I just wanted to let you know that we won our first contract. And these aren't huge contracts. Many of them are underneath the SAT, the Simplified Acquisition Threshold, and that's okay. I mean, to win your first contract, it doesn't have to be huge. They got a cool little playground here. It doesn't have to be huge, right? So what is possible for you? Anything is possible. We got a picnic table coming up here. Maybe I'll sit down. If you've been wanting to do this, if you're already registered and the only thing that's been stopping you is you, I encourage you over the next few months to put yourself out there. And, in our GovKid Rush members only area in our Facebook group, yesterday during office hours with me, we were just talking about this, saying, do something over these next few months. Man, this thing doesn't look too great, does it? It's wet, there's bird crap on it. Guess we're gonna keep walking. Do something over the next few months that you're gonna thank yourself for at the end of the year. When it comes to government contracting, I know anything in life that's really worth it, it's like delayed gratification. The payoff is not immediate. And so it's like, you need to put in the work when there is no feedback being given yet, when there's no satisfaction to be had. The contracts aren't going to come right away, but you still have to do the work in faith. So much of things in life, go figure, they require you to have that faith that you do these things and that it's going to come. And a lot of times it's, you're being asked to have blind faith. And that's how it is. That's what it takes. And it can take 9 months, it can take a year. And so that's why with this fourth quarter, and what, I keep saying what we teach in the program because it's the only way that I know that works, okay? It works. You get really targeted. You find those agencies that are buying the most of what you have to sell. You find something that's a match that your business can offer, not approaching the government saying, hey, this is what I can do, buy it from me. No, working backwards, following the money, understanding what the government has needs solutions for, the problems and the challenges, and then offering a solution to that, and then getting in front of those people who have that need the most, which agencies have that need the most. And then you target the few top ones, and you spend all of your time getting in front of them throughout the year, through responding to source assault market research, responding to bids. Like, yes, I know it's slower, but there are still bids at the other times of the year as well. Setting up, capability briefings, getting in front of the OSDBUs, the small business liaisons at your target agencies, emailing contracting officers. Do all these things in a strategic way, do it throughout the year so that when the busy season comes, now you already have relationships that are established, right? They already know who you are. Maybe you've built up some goodwill. Maybe you've attended some site visits. Maybe you've held some, online or in-person capability briefings. People know who you are. So then when the fourth quarter comes and here's the payoff, it's like all of this work, all of these multifaceted things that you've been doing and that you've been working on throughout the whole year, now it's paying off versus being that guy or gal, small business owner who just wants to come around in June, July, August, September and start bidding. And you haven't made these agencies a primary focus for you. You haven't made them a target. You've made no effort during the course of the year to reach out to them and introduce yourself. You haven't jumped through the hoops and demonstrated that you are a eager government contractor who wants to earn their business so that when there is business to be had, you can get a piece of it for yourself. If you haven't done all that and you just want to show up feeling entitled, saying, oh, I heard, this guy named Derek say the fourth quarter is busy, give me a contract. Well, the fourth quarter is so good, you can still win a contract. But imagine what happens if you do all these things the right way and then you sequence them at the right times. Imagine, kind of the magic synergy that happens when you line all those things up. That's why this is a 365-day plan that we teach in the program GovKid Rush. And if you're not in the program, that's fine, because I'm telling you exactly right now you need to do. Trying to get your first meeting and establish relationships in frickin' July is probably not the best time to do that, right? Hopefully you understand that by now, because it's too late. These people are busy. They're busy handing out contracts to these companies. You're in the back of the line. They don't know who you are. You have not proven that you're a contractor that's going to be around in a year. You've not been able to demonstrate you are financially stable through, providing, responses to anything, because you haven't been, working it. You haven't been playing the game. You haven't been demonstrating anything. Well, plan for next year is what I can tell you. you can try, and I still encourage you to try to win some onesies and twosies during these next couple months, because it's possible, like I said, what happened last year. But I'm just trying to open your eyes to the rightest way possible, developing a 365-day plan plus and beyond, because every month and every quarter things change. And again, it's like in the program, I lay it out for you, and I keep referencing the program because it's like, I don't know what more you want. Like, if you don't want to join the program, that's fine, but don't say you don't know what to do, because it's all laid out, and I'm telling you right now exactly what you need to do. But I see too many people, they're just lost. They're doing one thing or they're doing two things. And he drives a truck. A lot of trucks down here in Alabama. It's like the clarity should not be the problem. It should be the details of doing the work, checking the right boxes, writing proposals the right way so they don't throw you out during, source selection, things like that. So again, back focus here. It's so hot out. Fourth quarter, this is what it should mean to you. Fourth quarter should be your payoff. It should be your Christmas time. That's how it is at contractors. You should be working very late during this time, like tax season. You should be working nights. You should be working weekends, because you need to get the getting while the getting is good, right? And now is that time. But if you're just starting out, there may not be as much getting to get. But I think you know what I mean. You can still try, and people are still successful. Small business owners still win contracts for the first time, not having gone through this 365-day strategic plan. But that's not what my focus is for you. My focus is for you to do things the right way. Imagine what you could accomplish if you start October 1st. Man, when July 1st rolls around 2022, are you going to be ready? You may have missed it already for this year, but what about next year? Are you going to be ready? Keep watching my videos, join the program, talk to other successful contractors. What is it that they're doing? It all kind of boils down to this. This is not my strategy. This is just the strategy that I know is successful, that I'm trying to put into bite-sized pieces for you that makes sense, and do it in ways that are actionable so that you can break it down by month and per quarter, so that you're absolutely on track, and you're absolutely doing everything that you can do. You're doing the right things. You're not focused on the wrong things that can take you off path for a couple of years, And these things, they do not require you to spend a whole bunch of money, does not require you to get on a GSA schedule, does not require you to buy some, expensive software like GovWin. You don't have to do this. It's just get back to the basics, It doesn't require you to have some special set aside, guys. These are all things that you can do, that you already have at your fingertips. It just requires you to say no to all these other things and say yes to these few things and focus on them, so that you're doing the what properly, and then you're doing them properly, you're doing the how properly, and then you're also doing the when. So you're doing the right things, again, at the right time. Because if you do the right things at the wrong time, you're gonna get negative feedback. You're gonna think that you're on the wrong track. And I have one-on-one coaching calls all the time, and the most common thing is they're doing the right things, but they're doing them at the wrong time, and they're getting negative feedback, so they think something is broken in their business sales pipeline. And it's just like, well, no, you're just putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong things at the wrong time. Let's just switch these around. Let's turn up the heat at certain times of the year on certain activities, and then turn down the heat on certain activities at certain times during the year. Emphasize them differently, and you can get a totally different result. And that's what happens. It's just changing the burners on the stove. Sometimes you gotta get it hot, and then you gotta turn it back down. You gotta dial it down. So, that's what we're talking about here. I think I'm gonna actually post this video. It's Saturday. It is July 3rd at the time I'm recording this. So I think I'm gonna actually post this on 4th of July. I'm gonna post it on a Sunday. I'll do an auto post type thing. So I hope you genuinely have a happy and safe 4th of July. Remember, there are veterans, people that are dealing with, PTSD, gunfire. Also think of the animals, you know, so just keep all that in mind when you're doing fireworks and things like that. You know, I love fireworks. I'm not saying not to do fireworks, but just, you know, be considerate of other people and other animals and whatever. Do what you can do. But, you know, I hope it's a blast. Hope it's safe, and I hope you have fun. But, you know, while you're celebrating, you know, maybe you're watching this video while you're having a beer or something like that and you're kicking back, and you're being inspired, you know, think of this fourth quarter and decide if now is going to be the time that you act, or if you want to position yourself for the next fourth quarter, which means you still got to get busy now, or if you're going to try to do both. That's kind of the thoughts that I wanted to stir on this little walk. And, you know, hopefully you don't mind this. I mean, it's pretty fun for me to walk around instead of sitting in the office the whole time. Not sure how the audio is. Hopefully this isn't too shaky. I know it's probably a little bit shaky, but, you know, probably can't see it. Yeah, you can't see it. I'm holding a pretty long selfie stick here. But yeah, hopefully this motivates you for now, or this motivates you for 2022. You know, this is the plan. This should be your plan. It's a 365-day plan. It is the right plan. It is the only long-term plan that works, that allows you to build a business on a solid platform, okay? This is not get rich quick. This is not run out and get a set aside and let the contracts roll in the door, guys. This is not 8A. 8A is awesome, and it'll totally put your business on rocket fuel if you can get in it, but you still got to use the strategy. There's just really no getting around it. So I think that's all that I have to say. I'm just going to be repeating myself and going on tangents like I always do. I'm trying to get better at that. So guys, let me know in the comments if you made it this far in the video, if you made it to the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if this is inspiring you at all to take action, whether it's this fourth quarter or to prepare for the next fourth quarter 2022. Let me know in the comments. Just let me know your thoughts. Write me a few sentences. Let me know if you never thought of it this way. Maybe you never heard it broken down this way. If you never heard, you know, a YouTuber or somebody explain it to you in this way and a light bulb moment kind of hit, let me know that in the comments, that this was helpful to you. I will be hanging out in the comments, checking comments. I check comments on my newer videos, and I engage and I try to respond on those. I try to give those the priority. So if you maybe want to comment from me or something like that, comment on this video as soon as you see it, so that you have a better chance at you know, maybe being able to talk a little bit, because I'll probably be hanging out at the same time that you're watching this. I'll probably be on my phone a little bit too. So have a good holiday weekend, guys. I'm going to end it here, walking back to the office now. And, you know, God bless, take care. And hey, thanks for being a member of the community. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. We are the fastest growing GovCon channel. I love that. I don't know, I wear that kind of like a badge of honor. So join us, you know, join the community. Subscribe if you're watching the videos and you're not subscribed yet. Just click that button so that we know, so that, you know, you can be counted. And I will see you, I'll see you later this week. We got more videos coming, so I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Bye.